grade. Today we're going to continue using the distributive property as a strategy to multiply. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first problem. 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is a larger expression to solve. So we've been talking the last couple of days that we can either skip count to solve 6 times 8. A lot of us know our facts, so we know what 6 times 8 equals. But if we're still struggling with memorizing our facts, if we're still struggling with skip counting, we can also use the distributive property. And the distributive property is when we break 6 times 8 up into 2 smaller problems. So what we've been talking about is that we know our fives. It's easy to multiply by fives because we can count on our fingers really fast. So when we look at the array down below, I have 6 rows of 8 or 6 groups of 8. So I'm going to break this up by 5. So I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to make a line right there. Because now I have made 2 separate arrays, which is the same as 2 separate multiplication problems. So let's take a look at the array to the left. I have 6 rows or 6 groups of 5. And there's 5 in each group. And I remember that multiplying by 5s is really easy because we can count on our fingers. To the right, I have another array, and this time I have 6 groups of 3. So I was able to take 6 times 8 and break it up into 2 smaller multiplication problems. So I'm going to rewrite this equation as 6 times 8 equals 6 times 5 plus 6 times 3. And I'm going to group my multiplication in parentheses, just like that. And now I'm going to solve. And remember, parentheses have power. So we solve the parentheses first. So rewrite 6 times 8 equals 6 times 5 is 30 plus 6 times 3 is 18. So then I would rewrite 6 times 8 equals 30 plus 18. That's a larger sum to try to do in our head. So off to the side, we would say 30 plus 18. 0 plus 8 is 8, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So 6 times 8 equals 48. And you were able to solve that using the distributive property. I can come over now and fill out the rest of my equation. 6 times 8 equals 48. Now remember, the distributive property is just another method we can use to solve multiplication. And it's easy when we can take the multiplication expression and break it up into 2 smaller multiplication problems with one of the factors being 5. I now want you to complete the next 2 problems independently. You will pause the video here to complete the work and then hit play to check your answers with mine. Go ahead and hit pause. Check your answers with mine. I want you to notice that even though I did the distributive property to solve 8 times 8 and 8 times 9, these 2 large multiplication problems, I still skip counted at the top of my page because a lot of the times to solve 8 times 8 or 8 times 9, you guys will skip count. But you need to be able to also use the distributive property as well by breaking up the larger multiplication problem into 2 smaller, easier problems. Also, 40 plus 24, that's way too big to do in your head.
I have the standard algorithm off to the side. Make sure that you always show your work, just like I did. You guys did a great job with today's lesson. You can stop the video here and follow the next step up on the board. Bye, guys.